shut up. All right. I would say go ahead and call it order. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the PPACG meeting. I'm going to call to order. My name is Tyler Peoples. I'm filling in for Ed. And maybe we could start by introducing it's Amanda. And do you want to introduce yourself? And maybe we can all introduce ourselves a bit. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Amanda DeMarco, representing the city of Colorado Springs, also with the Apartment Association. Delighted to be here. Thank you.
Welcome, Amanda. It's good to see you again. Steve Schleicher representing El Paso County, and I am the county clerk and recorder.
Welling Clark, representing El Paso County.
And I'm Tyler Peoples. I'm a citizen at large.
Kathy Heisey, and I am Calhan's representative.
I'm Lisa Gagnon. I'm a transit planner here at PPACG.
I'm Jeff Squires, transportation planner at PPACG.
Danelle Miller, I'm the associate director for transportation planning, and our transportation director ran upstairs. He's John Leosados. Would you like me to help run through the folks online, or do you want to just read them off the list?
Yeah, we were just discussing that. Do you mind going through the members online? Thank you.
We've got Chuck Theobald. Like to unmute, or if you can, and say hi. Chuck represents the city of Colorado Springs. May not be able to unmute at the moment. We have Shayla Frazier. She is also a new member for us, representing the city of Fountain. Shayla, if you'd like to unmute and say hello.
Hi, I hope I unmuted. Hi, City of Fountain here. This is my second meeting. Nice to meet everyone.
Thank you. Welcome. We have Karen Lesby from the City of Monument, Town of Monument, rather. We also have Leah Tunnel from Hey Neighbor, which is formerly Kono. Then we also have a couple of other individuals who are either consultants or representing the Payton School District item that you'll hear a little bit later.
Danielle, I
Thank you,
apologize. I
Danielle.
wasn't able to unmute when you called my name, but this is Chuck, and I'm just recently reappointed representing the city of Colorado Springs.
Thank you.
Well, wonderful. Thank you all for introducing yourselves. Danelle, do we have a quorum today?
We do have quorum.
All right, that is great. Well, at this time, I'll entertain a motion on agenda approval.
Chuck Theobald, City of Colorado Springs, move we approve the agenda as submitted.
Kathy Heisey, Callahan will second.
All right, wonderful. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, any further comment? All right, great. As it stands, motion passed. Thank you. All right, for the consent item number 3, I'll entertain a motion on approving the minutes from the last meeting. Are there any corrections or notes about the minutes from the last meeting? Okay, hearing none. Any online? I'll take a motion.
Steve Schleicher, I move to pass the minutes.
Welling Clark, El Paso County, second.
Having a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Or any abstentions?
I'd like to abstain since I was not here.
Okay, wonderful. Any further comment? All right, hearing none, motion has passed to approve the minutes from the last meeting. All right. Item 4, public comment. Any in the room? Seeing none in the room. Any online? Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, and no comments online? All right, guys, we're doing good. We're just plugging right through. Good job. All right, action items number 5A. Looks like, Josh, you have a presentation on the regional freight plan draft.
Yeah, thank you guys all for your time this afternoon. The plan, you guys have seen multiple times. The committees have helped form the plan as it is today. It was in front of the CAC last month as an information item, the complete draft. And since the last month, there was very minor changes made to the document. Some language changes around how PPACG views the front range passenger rail. It was mainly language changes regarding showing that PPACG is not showing support for the front range passenger rail, or like the phrase. Yes, neutral position. Thank you. And also a paragraph was added in the existing conditions stage of the document regarding Park and Teller County and their mineral industry on our state roads. Those were the only changes that were made throughout the committees. And today we are seeking a recommendation to the board of directors to release the plan for its 30-day public comment period. And on the slide here, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to PPACG staff or our consultant team.
All right, thank you, Josh, for that. Any questions from members in the room? Any comments?
Welling Clark, El Paso County, one comment. Page 77 of the transportation plan, 91 of the PDF, table 5-3. I think there's a cut and paste error on year 2022. It's identical for about 7 different variables.
Okay, I'll take a look at that, and we'll.
Everything else looked really good. It was like somebody, instead of copying about 7 cells, copied 1 and pasted them in 7 cells.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you for bringing that up, Welling, and we'll take a look at that.
We'll double check with the consultant. If there's an error, we'll have it fixed before it goes to the board.
All right, wonderful. Any other questions or comments in the room? Okay, seeing none. Any questions or comments online? I don't see any. Okay, we've got a confirmation. There are no questions or comments online. Okay, at this time, I will entertain a motion.
Welling Clark, El Paso County, motion to approve to the board for release for public comment.
Kathy Heisey Callahan, I will second that.
Okay, having a motion and a second. Any other comments? Questions? Okay. All in favor of submitting a release for comment, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, hearing none, the motion carries to submit for public comment.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys. Good job. Now action item B, site application for Peyton School District wastewater alternative elevations. Angie is here. Wonderful. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you again. So this is our first site application for the year, really. I will let the applicant do most of the talking, but real quick intro here. So the Peyton School District has their current system is designed for more wastewater than it currently has. So that creates a lot of operational challenges for them. Also, So the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment regulates systems that are over 2,000 gallons per day. If it's under that, it's regulated by the county. And so the Peyton School District doesn't have enough capacity to surpass that 2,000 gallons per day threshold. So it'd be a lot easier for them to be derated and go through the El Paso County Public Health Permitting System instead. And so that's kind of the gist of the application, but the applicant can go into more detail. And that's what we're looking for today, is just an approval of this site application. Our water quality committee identified no significant concerns. They were very supportive of the application. So I will hand it over to, I believe, Teresa now, or Greg, to talk about the details.
Greg will do an introduction.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody, for your time. We appreciate the opportunity to be here. So Peyton School District, we purchased this wastewater treatment plant over 20 years ago. So it's well past its useful life. We've had significant problems keeping it operating, trying to meet requirements. Parts are no longer available, so we're fabricating parts, 3D printing parts, importing parts from Germany. And it's very maintenance and utility expensive. And like she said, we're permitted currently for over 8,000 gallons a day. We're currently running about 1,100 gallons a day. This plant was also designed for continuous flow, and it came from a hog farm. So if you have the same number of hogs every day, then you're going to have the same amount of waste every day. We're a school district, so we have summers, Christmas break, spring break off. And we also run a 4-day school week. So we are anything but a consistent flow environment, which takes a lot of time and management and expense to keep it going. Our population, our student population in that campus has been about for the last 10 years. But we've seen a decline. We're at 300. Last year we were at 270. This year we're expected to be about 263. So we don't expect our flows to increase by any means. Really, we want to just get in front of you guys and let you know what we're doing and some of the challenges we have. And Teresa has got an abbreviated PowerPoint, and she has a lot more expertise in the technical side. So unless you have questions, I'll turn it over to her.
All right, thank you. I don't see any questions in the room.
Great. We'll take you through a quick PowerPoint of just some of the options. I'm Teresa Connor. I'm with ERG, and we are a consulting firm. We're actually working with Peyton through EPA's Closing America's Wastewater Access Gap Technical Assistance Program. So it's a no cost to the local community technical assistance for rural and tribal communities to address these wastewater needs. You know, the modification, this is the Peyton High School, junior, senior high school. This is their drain field here. Greg went through this. This system has been causing them operational challenges for some time. And much of it's because it was over-designed, and much of it because it is old. Their current system is designed for 8,750 gallons per day. And they do have the grease interceptor septic tanks. This is the biological system that we're talking about that's aging. And then it goes to a soil drain field. You know, we'll just show you some pictures. The equipment, as Greg said, has exceeded its useful life and is causing them to, you know, do a number of creative things to keep it operating and keep the school going. It's rusted out. The parts are old. The parts are rusty. It's really a challenge to run. So as we were looking at options and we looked at the flow that the system is receiving, and no, this flow is from their wastewater meter, the meter on their wastewater system. When we tried to align the flow from their pump and their cistern with the wastewater flow, the wastewater flow was actually about 10 to 15% higher on a consistent basis. So we think that the school's wastewater system has a conservative, is reading very conservative, but it's typically producing between 1,100 and 1,300 gallons per day. And it is sized for this 8750. So that is that difference between design capacity and typical daily flow also creates quite a challenge. So with the recent equipment failure, when they went to pump and hauling issues, Greg also monitored how much flow was being pumped out from the septic tanks when the system was not operating, and they were right at 1,000 gallons per day. And as Angie mentioned, the 2,000 gallons per day is a cutoff. For above that, it goes to the state system for the NPDS permitting system, and below that, it goes to the county for permitting. And so, you know, there's a bit of difference in cost and other things and how to address that. And I should mention during this pump and haul timeframe, they had several extracurricular activities. So this 1,020 gallons per day is with 4 school banquets, 7 home athletic events, a music, art performance, movie, overnight things, regional basketball tournament. So we're pretty, I guess, confident that the data really supports evaluating treatment alternatives with flows less than 2,000 gallons per day, which will be much easier to operate and have significant costs differential for the school district. And so, as Greg mentioned, their student population is static and declining. And so the proposed solution within the PER is to right-size the on-site treatment system with a new wastewater treatment system sized for 1,990 gallons per day that'll improve reliability, reduce maintenance, and lower long-term operating costs. So because the Council of Governments is the 208 organization for the area, we need to submit this permit to CDPHE to downsize the system. And then a permit will need to be submitted to El Paso County for the new system that's selected. So this is a 2-step permitting process. So the new system it'll keep all of the septic tanks and the grease interceptor, and it will just replace that old worn out rotating biological contactor wastewater with a new package treatment system and flow meter, and it'll still go to the soil dispersal field. So the next steps is getting through this permitting activity and sending the forms to CDPHE for consideration. Once that's approved, it'll come back to El Paso County for permitting of the new system. We have been talking with CDPHE, El Paso County Environmental Health, and we've met with all of your departments. And then Payton County did receive a BEST grant funding to construct the new wastewater system. So as we finalize this permitting system, they will go to design and construction. And just a little bit on closing America's wastewater access gap. So that's all I have to share for anyone who can answer any questions.
Oh, well, thank you for the presentations, guys. Any questions about the presentation or any of the material? I don't see anyone in the room. Oh, any comments also in the room? We have one.
Welling Clark, El Paso County. I want to compliment you on the completeness of your report. It is the best one I believe I've seen since being on the advisory committee for, I think, going on 4 years now. So well done on that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Welling. Any questions, comments, or compliments online? Seeing none, it looks like what we're going to do, maybe Danielle, you can let me know if I'm missing the mark here, but motion to recommend application for board approval. Wonderful. Okay. I'll entertain.
Kathy Heisey Calhoun, move a positive recommendation.
Welling Clark, El Paso County, second.
Having a motion and a second, we can take a vote. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Well, I guess any opposed, say nay. Okay, seeing none, hearing none, the motion stands. Good job.
You all?
Thank you very much.
All right, action item C, Regional Traffic Data Service. Looks like we have a William to present today. Thank you.
Hi, hello. This is William Mast with PPACG, the GIS modeling manager. Before you is we're looking for approval on extending our current contract with the Streetlight Company for one more year of traffic data service. This is a contract that we've had with them for at least 4 years now. We are in the last renewal year, and this is something that we have budgeted for in our tip. Local match is being paid for by the city of Colorado Springs. And this will, again, be the last year that we have under the current contract. Next year, we'll be issuing an RFP. So we'll be resoliciting bids to see if there's another vendor out there that our member governments would like to pick from. But until we get to that point, we want to go ahead and extend it so that we have traffic data service available through 2027. Happy to answer any questions about this.
All right, thank you. Any questions or comments? Go for it.
Is this company a select source where you may be able to go ahead and just, select source with them come the end of 2027?
No, we typically don't put our contracts out that way. We'll write something in, like, for example, for the next RFP. Well, we might have the option, if, again, we have TAC and CAC and board approval to extend a contract, but usually no more than like up to 3 years. And that way we're always going through the RFP process to make sure that we're not sole sourcing, especially when the cost of the contract can be pretty high for the services. That also allows us to continually look and see what else is out there in the marketplace and what other, consulting services, have got either new technologies or new methods that they've come up with that might be better for us.
Thank you for that comment. Any other comments or questions in the room? Right, any questions or comments online? Yeah, I don't see any. All right, so with no questions or comments, I'll entertain a motion to recommend renewal of contract.
Steve Schleicher, so moved.
Thank you.
Welling Clark, El Paso County, second.
Right, having a motion and a second. Any other comments, questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, hearing none, motion moves forward to renew.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, now we're on to number 6, information items. We have Federal Transit Administration, Section 5310.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. I'll present from here since there's already a microphone. I'm Lisa Gagnon. I'm the transit planner here at PPACG, and we are starting the FTA Section 5310 funding process again for this year. Next slide, please. This funding is to enhance mobility for older adults and individuals with disabilities in the Colorado Springs urbanized area. So this is Colorado Springs, Fountain, Monument area. This funding addresses the gaps in fixed route and paratransit. So it's extended hours, so longer service hours, door-through-door services, and then more than the 3/4 mile from a fixed route line. We are the designated recipient, so we give out this money. We sub-allocate this money to human services transportation providers. And right now we have just over $750,000. Next slide, please. So what I am asking is part of the process is that there needs to be a subcommittee to go through the applicants, rank, score the applicants, to allocate the money, to ensure a fair process. Last year, we had the same process. But however, I sent an email out just asking for a volunteer. This time I wanted to come straight to the committee to ask for a volunteer. I'll be asking for volunteers from the TAC, you guys, the Mobility Coordinating Working Group, the RAC, the Regional Advisory Council, the county's Department of Public Health, and then also CDOT, the Colorado Department of Transportation. So this committee will be 6 members. I think that worked last year. Not too many cooks in the kitchen, but enough voices, enough opinions around the table to have a fair process. So right now I'm looking for a volunteer for this committee. You don't need to volunteer now. The chair does need to appoint a member now, but next month I will be coming back for a volunteer. Just to have this process fair, just to get the rankings just the most equitable it can be. This will take the start right now. It will take several months as the full process, but as a committee member, it will just be 1, maybe 2 additional meetings. Last year, it was just 1 additional meeting for that committee member. It was just I think it was an 1.5 to 2 hour meeting just to go over it, rank the applicants, discuss. It's a hybrid format, so online or in person. In person is recommended to facilitate conversation, but online is perfectly fine. So I'll take any questions now.
Do you remember who the tech representative was from last year?
Yes. You are. Yes. Welland Clark was. Sorry. If you'd like to do it again, you're welcome to, but there is not an obligation.
Just to shorten things, again, you don't need to come back next month. If you all want to voluntold willing to do it again, Tyler, you could appoint him. We don't need to come back next month. Or we could come back next month. It's up to you guys, but if somebody else wants to do it.
Okay, Welling Clark with a question actually for clarification. The ranking process is established. It's just that the members of this committee actually establish the value associated with the entity.
Correct.
Right,
Yep.
yeah.
So we have the ranking criteria. You will score them. So we will have the questions and essentially the values, but you put the score to it. Yeah. So we do all the logistics behind the scenes, and then we come to you, explain the process, and then you'll rank them, and then we average the scores per the applicants.
No, thank you. I just wanted to get that out because it is actually very interesting to be involved in that with the different viewpoints you get from the different entities as well. Thank you.
Yep, I'll be back next month for the official volunteer. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that. And it sounds like
Wait, I thought we were gonna force Welling's hand.
That's next.
We're grateful for Welling's participation, for sure. And if anybody is
All right.
willing of their own volition without being compelled, that might even be better. But
All right.
Is this a 5310 exorcism?
I don't know. But it sounds like if somebody is interested between now and then, who should they contact?
You can contact me.
Okay.
My email, I can send it with the notes. I did not include it in the presentation. I will also have cookies if that makes
Okay.
the.
Can I volunteer?
You can sit in the meetings, but you can't vote. So if that is, yeah, there's.
But actually,
I
it
would
sounds like
say Bradford.
Welling, you'll be out of town. Is that what you're saying? Okay. So there's a chance. Amen. All right, guys, I think we're on to number 7, member entity. And that's, oh, yes, ma'am, sorry about that. Yes, of course.
Amanda DeMarco, and I apologize. I've been trying to get up to speed on all the good work you guys have been doing. So if these questions are better offline, please let me know. But trying to understand, this funding is for transportation programs and projects, it says. Does that mean the actual companies that provide that transportation, like the Silver Key and
Yep.
and are these applicants ones that have already gone through your office for licensing and that? Or am I getting too far in the weeds right now?
So that is a really good question for secure transportation. So yes, they would have already gone through us like MedRide and Silver Key and things like that.
Then to make a big splash, I'm gonna make a bold statement to tell or nominate this gentleman.
Huh.
You know, I'm not really sure the process, but I think we're just looking for volunteers, right?
We are, if someone is interested in volunteering, I would say, if I remember correctly from last year, we only had 3 applicants. Two were selected for the actual funding. So it's not a huge lift. If no one comes forth to volunteer, then I think we'll need the CAC too.
But it sounds like Steve Schleicher would be a great volunteer.
Yeah, Steve, just in your defense, do you also participate in the AAA side? That if you're already volunteering on the AAA side for their, what do they call it?
Yeah.
Resource allocation?
Yep. So the AAA department also has funding for transit providers. So that is another process that goes through it. So it's similar, a little different. So if you have experience in that, but just there can't be any conflicts of interest. So you can't be on a board of Silver Key or other providers. So it would have to be a fair across the board.
So if you've already given blood, we won't make you do it again. But if you're not doing the AAA thing, then yeah, these guys can Shanghai you.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do to help you, man.
Well, I have to compliment our newest member here because she's done her homework of what the clerk and recorder does. I tell you what though, so Mr. Chair, if Welling does first right of refusal, I'll most certainly jump in.
You mean that's very generous. All right, team, I don't know if we want to continue on this one or we kind of let it be offline.
Yeah, just be offline. Let me know by next meeting. I'll come
Okay.
back looking for a volunteer
All right.
officially. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. It sounds like we have a lot of great experience, a lot of good folks willing to hop in, so I appreciate
Well, and Mr. Chair, I mean, if anybody wants my cell phone number, Welling, what's your cell number?
it. Guys, we're at number 7 right now. Member entity announcements. Does anyone have any announcements? In the room, online, anything to share, going ons around? We have one.
Welling Clark, El Paso County. I am pleased to announce that the city with the National Museum of World War II Aviation just signed a pledge note, nothing really committing, but we're working on getting the Blue Angels out here for the Regional Air Show in 2028. We got it in 2 days before the deadline. You have to plan 2 years in advance. So it's set for 2 months in someone's office. And so I contacted some elected officials and senior officials all in one big email. And it's amazing what can happen real quick in 5 days. But it's coming out 2028. We're going to have the Blue Angels out here.
Hey, wonderful. Any other announcements? On behalf of the board, I want to welcome our newest members, one in the room and one online, I believe. So welcome to the team. And if there are no other announcements, what do we have for the next meeting schedule?
Next meeting is set for us for August. Apologies, August 26th.
Okay.
I will let you all know we're thinking already about some potential conflicts toward the end of the year. We have an ozone conference that conflicts with our October meeting, so we may need to make some adjustments to that meeting. And then our November meeting is actually the day before Thanksgiving this year. So we can either choose to move that or still have it. I think last year we did still have it either the week of or the week after Thanksgiving. Our December meeting is the 30th of December as well. So maybe not August, maybe it's September, but I will be coming back to you all in the coming months to just talk about what schedule works best for the group in those those months.
All right, great. Well, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for your work on the information on all these reports and for the members here. And with that, anything else, I guess we're adjourned.